No, I don't have really great circulation in my upper body when I sleep. My arms like fall asleep. I'm like, upper body warm-ups, upper body warm-ups. They're so important because they do get rid of the tension and they move out and they encourage circulation. So, let's go ahead and get started. And I'm going to give you those, I always start with an upper body warm-up. And, stand up from your computers during the day and do 2 or 3 of these. You're going to feel a difference, and you don't have to do a lot. Bonnie Pruden, when I studied with her, she always said, do it a little bit more periodically throughout the day. Same thing I said to Jody, you're coming back from a knee injury or a knee surgery, like do, a couple minutes throughout the day instead of saying to yourself, I've got to do an hour of exercise. Now, we're all in an hour class right now, but go ahead and stand up, or if you need to be in a chair. But we're going to use, and we've used music enough in our classes. I see light at the end of the tunnel. We're going to get back to the community center soon, but that doesn't mean we may keep a Zoom class going, which is really nice. But, so just a nice rhythmical movement, when you're home alone, throw on your favorite music. So you're going to do this exercise. This is what it looks like from this side. Forward, drop your head. I'm lifting up through my feet. I feel the bottom of my feet all the way up through my torso. I'm going to do that to the side. I'm going to drop my head, lift my chest up. Take a nice deep breath. Yeah. And then I'm going to the other side. Now, I always like to have my upper body warmer when I start. So I have like a thin vest on. And my goal for me is that I'm going to do this warm up so that vest won't be necessary. I'm out on my 3-season porch. Come forward, palms are up. We're going to reach and alternate. So this one is a reach forward with a palm to the ceiling. This is what it looks like. You know what? I forgot to send my sister the link. Oh, well. She'll yell at me and then she'll be with us maybe next week. Okay, reach, lift up through your belly. Yep, reach. And then you're going to do the same exercise, but reach across and continue to make sure that you turn that palm under. Okay, then take your arm all the way up. You're going to lift up. You're going to reach over. I use this hand on my leg, but I want to lift up. My legs are active. My butt is active. And I'm straightening that arm. I want to see the arm straighten out. I want to see the elbow straighten out right over the ear. And then the other side, lift. And then you'll hear me with those nice full deep breaths and an exhale. That's your yoga breath. And that we can use periodically all day as well, like nice deep cleansing breaths. Now let's alternate. Reach and reach. So my reach isn't just over my head, it's over and slightly up. So I want to feel it right down my side. Okay, get that, press that elbow straight. Okay, press your elbow straight. Push your fingers long. Okay, let's take that hand to the cheek, circle back behind us. Now, I always start with the backstroke a little slower because the pectoral, the chest muscles are always a little tighter, just because we slouch a little bit forward. We, we're always like working in front of us, whether we're sitting at the computer, working at an art table, gardening, cooking, you name it. So we're working forward and our shoulders will stiff unless we're totally conscious of it. Our shoulders slightly slouch forward, which is the pectoral muscles being tight. So now take both arms, spread those fingers, and reach and open. That like really great good morning exercise. Now, the first couple, when you do that, you may say these are ouchy, but go slow and do them and make them as big as you can. As big as you can. Make that. And then we can go to squeeze and press. Squeeze and press. And I'm already squeeze and press. Squeeze and press. The other thing I'm really consciously doing for the spring, I work with this girl in my office, Emily. She'd hate that I'm mentioning her because she would claim she's shy, but she's not. And then drop your head and lift. It's springtime. You know, bring out your flowery colors. Like add a little color to your, you know, winter time. We're so used to wearing all our blacks, except for Mel, you know, except for Mel. She's got her every color rainbow pants on. And then turn to the side, right? That's it. Turn to the side. Take that head, really reach it over, 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 and then shake your hands out. Shake, 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 shake. This is, you know, these are the ones my daughter should be doing. She won't listen to me though. Not yet. Give her another 10 years. Okay, and then take the arms, lift, 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 and lift, up, lift. Now, when you're doing that, you're pushing off your foot, you're lifting through your belly, you're reaching through your fingertips, and you're feeling that beautiful. There you go, everybody. Really swing it high, swing. And take those arms now, swing them over to the back of you, over your shoulder. You're getting that nice twist through your torso. And at this point, if your upper body's not feeling warmer, we need to discuss that. Okay, and then arms are down in front, that big golfer swing, right? Nice big golfer swing, right? Get it going, really feel it. So when you get those arms fully up there, you feel it in the waist, right? Lift, lift. You're moving your joints too. Okay, now go into a march. So you're marching. So, and I also like to keep my arms going. Why not? So even when I'm out walking the dogs, right, I try and really continue to use my arms. I told you that I cross country skied almost every day this winter, and then turn the toes in. And so I have continued to use my ski poles, you know, to really get that movement when you're out walking. Now turn the toes in or out, out. And then take your knee, lift it up, 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 and still continue to let the arms go. And take nice deep breaths. Take that knee across the center. Yep. Reach. There you go. Reach, reach, reach. And now take that leg down straight, reach it across. Reach the toes, reach with a straighter leg, and feel it right up through your waist. You know, don't let this be like a little tappy tap, like reach. You can even reach the arms with it, cross behind. That's another nice variation. I let my arms go. You got it. Nice full deep breath. Right now, just take the foot, bend at the knee, kick the butt, get a little movement in that knee joint, right? And then we're going to squat and lift. Squat. We're going to use squats today. Not only am I warming up, I'm finding a long sleeve shirt today is a lot. So down, boy, we're really getting into spring when that's the case. Okay, one more. And march. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale, in. Exhale one more time. Now, should not come to my class without water. Okay, you need your water. Yay. So then the next thing, we're going down to the mat. We're going down to the mat. We're going to do the Cross-Weber Corrective series as a warm-up for our abdominals. Okay, so the Corrective series is abdominals, deep abdominals, well, posterior abdominals, and then we do upper and lower back. Okay, so I'm going to start with a straight-legged sit-up. I'm going to sit up nice and tall, and then as though I got punched in the gut, I'm going to drop my head, and I'm going to round and roll my back, and I'm going to do those sweeping. I'm not going to think a lot about it other than my back rolling nicely on the ground. I'm going to do 10 of those. We're already at 3. I come right back up. I sit up, and then I tuck and roll. 5. There we go. Everybody in my class, you know, we've been doing these for years. And, you know, if you're starting with me, you know, you'll get better. You'll get better. These are the basics. 9. Okay. One more. 10. Beautiful. Then I come up and bend my knees. I'm going to take a split-second break, put my hands at my knees, sit up tall, and then I'm going to round and pull to here. And I really want to pull my belly in, and I want to drop my head, and I want to feel that I'm rounding my back, and then come up. And now we're going to go into 10 rolling sit-ups. Now, the thing about a rolling sit-up versus a straight-legged is you're dropping out one set of your abdominals. So when you come up, if you need to grab those thighs, I've told you this before, that's why you were given thighs, believe it or not. When you roll down, they're there to grab onto to get up and roll. There is a purpose for those thighs. And down. Okay, so we're 5. Okay, 6. Beautiful. 7. Nice full deep breaths. 8. Yes. 9. And let's do 10. Let's finish it off. Okay, then on the next one, I'm going to, you could take your block if you wanted. I'm going to squeeze my legs in. I'm going to put my block between my knees. Why? If I have to squeeze that block while I'm extending my legs out, I'm going to be using my lower abdominals more. So when you put your head down, the natural tendency is to tip your head back. I want you to tuck your chin, and I want you to extend. Look at where my hands are. They're not here. And in. Extend. And in. Actually, why don't you take your index finger, touch your chin to make sure it's tucked when you extend. Okay? So right there. In. And then can you extend lower? If you do go lower, that back cannot rise off the ground. It's got to stay flat. So in and out. I just lost my block a little. 3 more. 2 more. You should be warmer now. And 1 more. Take the block away, put it down. Okay. Actually, keep your block with you. This will be fun. So I loved working with Bonnie. She always made things fun. And so we're going to use the block to get our little, that mind of ours off of what we're doing. So the next exercise is really about, people don't think about their core being their upper and lower back as well. Really important. The core is the entire circumference around the spinal column. So here we are. I'm going to take my block under my forehead. Okay, I'm going to lift the legs. I'm going to extend the block out, bring it around behind me, and then bring it up in front, and then go down. So lift, bring it behind, and then back in front and down. And I want you can alternate the sides on that. The idea is you want to keep your hands off the ground while you're doing it. Let's go ahead and do 10. So front, back, around. So while you're doing it, the legs and the arms are lifted off the ground. Okay, so you're 5. Yeah, that's it, Kathy. Kathy's the only one I can see right now. Okay, and then down, up, right? 6, up, 7, make it nice and high. 8, get those butts up. 9, that's gonna, this little simple move too is gonna make our upper back muscles work. 1 more. Beautiful. And then put the block down. Go ahead and come on up, right? Take a sip of water. Okay. So I like to do 2 sets of all the exercises I only have today, other than our abdominals. I have 4 other sets of exercise. I may throw a 5th one in there depending on time. But the first, so you can do the first set without weights or a lighter set of weights. And then you do the second set, you should be warmed up and know what's going on, okay? So the first exercise, and then you can decide, I'll show you what it is. Your weights would go on your shoulders. Your legs are going to be shoulders width apart, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to squat down. I'm going to press. I'm going to hold the press. I'm going to lunge. And then I'm going to squat down, hold, other leg, up, squat down, up. Okay, so that's what it is. I'm going to go for a light set of weights. Okay, so that's a really great exercise because we're using the whole body. And make sure your abdominals are engaged. Do not arch your backs, please. Okay, so let's squat down, up, keep your arms up, lunge, up. The arms come down when you squat. Other leg, up, down. You'll see on that one, you know, you may lose a little balance coming up. So correct yourself. Losing balance is part of correcting. Oh, there's Gary. Hey, hey, hey. Hey. So part of losing your balance is getting better. So don't worry about losing your balance. Keep your head tall. That's 6. Down, up, lunge, down, up. There you go. Down, up. The second set, you're going to be better. So let's finish these off. Remember, one is you have to finish both sides. All right. We have 3 more. Yeah. On both sides. This one will warm me up, particularly with weights. Up. Okay, finish this off. down, up, and lunge. Okay? Ooh, that's good. The next set I want you to do without weights. Okay, because I want you to do it really well. So it's going to be this. I'm standing. My legs are shoulders width, right? And I'm going to step forward into a lunge. And then I'm going to go like this. I'm going to stop at each floor. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, press up, press up. Abdominals, string through the top of your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, press. 1, 2, 3, 4, press. Anybody has a problem? You have arm to a chair. If you need more, you can always grab your weights, right? And let your weights hang straight down. Up. Let's do 5 more. Up. So what does a hesitation do? A hesitation makes you work a little harder because you're not rushing. Up. Pull your bellies high. Lift your head right through the ceiling. Get your chest up. Up. 2 more. And I'm really pushing through. That back foot is active. And up. Step forward. Shake yourself out. Come back. Get your shoulders back. Bring that leg forward. Get your back leg active. You might be a little tippy. Get it all put together. Belly's in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Press up. 2, 3, 4. Press up. My shoulders are slightly pinched back. Up. 1. And press. I'm really pushing through that back leg. Now, a lot of times when I'm calling out the exercise, what I'm doing, keep it going, is I'm scanning through my own body and I'm checking every part. So as I'm doing the exercise, I'm like, where are my shoulders? Is my back leg working? Is my tummy lifting high? Is my chest falling forward? You know, so you have to correct, am I breathing? Okay, 3 more. Press up. Use that buttocks to help you. Press up and then press up. Good. Okay. Now, on the next one, I like to use one weight. We're going to stay standing. Why don't you take a quick sip or we'll never get through our water. Okay. This is just, it's a little bit aerobic and it's a little bit, you know, it's definitely a strengthener. I love strengthening those. I can't tell you, I really am encouraged by keeping our legs strong because of what I see out in the real estate world. You know, people not being able at our age to be able to go up a flight of stairs when I'm showing a house, and that being the decision maker on them whether they buy a house or not, is that they can't get up the stairs, so it's just going to be uglier if they, you got to practice. So here we go, and I love that all of you are here and we are practicing, but encourage your friends not to give up staircases. So we're going to squat up, and then you're going to, I don't know if you saw that, you're going to take your arms, so you're going to go, you're going to let your arms go opposite the direction of the knee, okay? So if my knee's going this way, my arms are going this way. You have to, I'm trying to get a twist in the abdomen. You know, you're doing a standing abdominal twist. So I want you to feel it in your abdominals. And then when you go down, that's for your quads. Okay. Get your elbows up. So it's squat, reach. Okay, let's do 10 to 12 of those. You could do these all day long. 7. Let's go to 12. 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Let's just take that weight, lift it up. Nice deep breath. Down, do it again. Up and down. Let's try the other side for 12. Elbows up, down, twist. Up, up. Breathe. I really breathe fully through my nose. 9, 10, 11, 12. Do you have a lighter set of weights? If you don't, it's okay. I want you to take a sip of water. I'm going to go to my knees. You can, or you don't have to. It's up to you. But what does this do? I'm putting a block between my knees. So my feet can help a lot on things. And that's great because you want nice, strong feet. But you also, when you knock from the knees down out of the exercise, you suddenly see what's going on with the core. Okay? This exercise I'm going to do with you is about stabilizing your core while we strengthen a muscle group here called our deltoids. So I'm going to do like, let's say 4 of each exercise. That's all going to be lifting and then coming down. Lifting. So while you're doing these 4, I want the butt tight, and I don't want this to happen. Get turned to the side. I don't want this to happen. I want you to keep that belly tall and the back tall. So now you've done 4 of those. Then what I want you to do is exactly the same exercise, but when you go up, I want you to pulse, pulse, and then come down. Pulse, pulse, and then come down. Pulse, pulse, and then come down. I like to put the thumb on the top of my weight so that I don't depend too much on my thumbs. And down. Okay, now you're going to do 4, and this is what we call using a negative. So you go up, but you push the weights down. Okay, you go up, you push. You got to use your butt. You got to use your abdomen. I don't want you to lean back. Okay, we have 2 more of those. Come on. All right, 1 more. Keep your chin tucked a little bit. Okay, so that was your deltoids. All right, now I want you to put 1 weight down, and I want you to take a sip of water. I want you to go down to your mat. Great, we got time. So again, those of you that do my class, you know the value of having a little block or a pillow close by. Now that things are starting opening up, a lot of you are getting your shots. I find a block like this at Marshall's for like $5, $6. And I use it for a lot of things other than just exercise. So, but it's particularly good at getting those muscles engaged, particularly the lower ones. Take the block. This set, we're going to squeeze that block, between your knees. You can take one weight, okay? And you're going to tuck and roll, okay? And then try and keep it on your chest or on the way up. Just move the weight forward, but then move it back to your chest for the roll down, okay? 4. This is kind of like, I want to roll down for the count of 4. Okay, this is not a fast roll down. This is controlled. 3 more. Don't forget to breathe. You hold your breath and the energy is locked. Okay, 1 more. Now, you might have got all the way through that and said, I held my breath. Oh my God. Well, you've got another set here with bent knees to practice your breathing. So I blow my air out on the way down, take a deep breath, blow my air out on the way up, because I'm actually strengthening in both directions. So a lot of breathing going on. So I will mention, I don't do big sale on supplements and vitamins. You got to do your research yourself. But of course, all winter long, I should have been taking my vitamin D and my omegas. And sure enough, I started taking them probably 3 or 4 days ago. And it's amazing to me how I feel the difference. And it definitely helps having the longer days, right? And up and down. Okay, so come on up. Put your weight off to the side. Take your block. Lie back. Put that block between your knees. Okay. Make sure your chin. So when we extend, we're going to take our fingers and make sure our chin, even if our head's on the ground, is tucked. I like to, that's where people can really feel this in their neck. If they extend and they're looking up at the ceiling, tuck your chin a little. Yeah. Even if you have to put your fingertips right behind your ears and get your help. But the biggest thing on this exercise is to make sure your back stays flat. So that will determine how low your legs actually go, because you go as low as you can as long as the back's flat. 3 more of those. And 1. Okay, take the block, turn over on your belly, right? Now, for the second set, you're going to try this 2 ways. You're either going to go up and down, meaning you have the block out in front, you bring it all the way down around, and then you go down and then come up. Or you're going to stay up as long as you can. That means arms and legs, while you do 10 nice, steady, meaning we're not going to rush the block around, just to be able to do it. We want to do those full arm extensions in the front each time we start and finish. Okay? So, in other words, you're going to start down. You come up, the arms in front, and I'm going to stay there, but I'm extending, and then I'll reverse my direction. That's 2. I'm breathing. That's 3. My legs are off the ground. My butts are tight. 4, 5, 6. Get those legs up. 7. Feel those upper back muscles. 8. Try not to touch the ground. 9. Get those legs up. 10. And then go down. That's a goodie. That's a real nice strengthener for the upper back. Okay, so you're going to take a sip of water and we're going to go ahead and stand up. Now, I am doing a deltoid corrective exercise at the end of this. Let me just put my hair back. But what I want to do, there's nothing better than using your own weight to do exercises. You want to know whether you're at a good weight or not. If you can't lift your weight, you need to be strengthening so that you can lift your weight, or you need to get the weight off, okay? So this is what we're gonna do. Let me bring my computer up. So I'm gonna stand at the end of my mat. A lot of you have done yoga. You're gonna reach your hands to the ceiling, and then you're going to reach to the mat, to walk out 2, 3, 4 into a plank, and then walk back up, touch the ceiling. While I'm doing 10, if you get 1 done, I'll be happy. So although if I do 10 and you do 15, I'll be psyched. So in other words, you're working at your own pace. Go ahead and start while I do my 10, okay? And I won't count that first one. I'm gonna go at a nice rhythmical pace. So, and I will count out so you know where I am. I'm on 2. And I'm breathing. Take that opportunity to do a beautiful plank. That was 3. This really helps to strengthen those arms and shoulders. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. I love these exercises. 9, plus they're also good if you're doing yoga. And 10. Take a sip of water. And then we're going to do our squat with a back lunge. No secrets here. Let you know what's coming up. So whether you need your weights or not, again, when I teach a class, it's about you personally in the class. It's not about anybody else. I want you, and I'm doing just a screenshot for the community center. There we go. Okay, so this one was legs are shoulders width. I'm standing tall. My shoulder blades are pinched back. Okay, so my feet, you know, I'm 5'5". I'm real average. My feet are probably a couple inches in on either side of my mat. Gary might be a little wider. Okay, I'm going to squat, come up, my arms go up, lunge, come up, squat, my arms go up, lunge. That's 1. Up, Don't forget to breathe. Pull your belly in. That's 2. That's 3. And I'm going to feel my weight shift. That's fine. 4. Lift tall through your belly, everybody. Every single time. Your back is going to want to arch. 6.
Oh, shit.
Come on, we got 4 more. That's it. 7. Good. 8. Come on, 2 more really good full rounds on that. When you get tired, really, that's when you get checking. 9. 1 more. Beautiful. Take a sip of water. Okay. Lunges. 4 counts. I have my weights. Weights can go at your side or on your shoulders. Tummy is lifted. Okay. We're going to get into a lunge. We're going to stay there. So lunge, back leg. All right. My back leg is half of the game on this. My weights are here, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, press up. Now, while you're doing this, shoulders are tall. Shoulder blades are pressed back, head is tall. So remember my elevator, you're going straight down, okay? The other thing on this one, I said that your weight has to be evenly distributed. I also want you, I will let you drop your head for a second when you're in the full lunge down to make sure that your knee is over your ankle and not past your foot. Okay, 7, 8, bellies are really lifted. You want your belly to lift your shoulders and head up to the ceiling, and you want that back leg really pressing. 1 more. Great. Step up, shake the legs out. Okay, and then you're going to switch. So remember, that back leg is totally part of the exercise. All right, the butt muscles are really working here along with the quad. So 1, 2, 3, 4, press up. 1, 2, 3, 4, press up. Belly's lifting. So when I press up, that's another opportunity for me to say to my belly button, are you coming along for the ride? 1, 2, my shoulder blades are pressed. 7, 8. I love doing 2 sets because you feel it the second set after you have muscle memory. 9 and 10. I love that breathing in the background. Okay, I'm going to take 1. You could take 2 weights, but remember this is a squat and a twist. Squat and a twist. Okay, so I'm going to take 2. Why not? I know I could do it. The first time I did it, I was like, I can do this, no problem. So now I'm going to squat, twist. We're going to stay to the same side. Six, breathe. Okay, the other side. Squat, twist. That first one, you got to get your opposites going. 6, 7, breathe. 8, 9, 10. Yay. Okay, that last set I did from the ground, but you can do standing. That was the deltoids. Take a sip of water, everybody. Sometimes we rush because we want to finish, but you're allowed to have that 30-second break. And then we get the lymph going. Hey, if you're sweating, good for you. That means the garbage truck has come and the garbage guy's taking away your garbage and they're not leaving it at the street. Okay, squeeze your block, squeeze your butt. Hands are at your thighs. We're doing 4, 4, and 4. The first set of 4 is up and down. Try not to lean back. Squeeze your butt more. I put my thumb on the top of the dumbbell, so I'm not pushing with my thumb. 3. The second set is a pulse, pulse on the top. Pulse, pulse, down. Pulse, pulse, down. And down. One more. Pulse, pulse. Now the third set is you go up and you press down for the count of 4. You go up, you press down for the count of 4. You go up, 1, 2, 3, 4, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, up, 1, 2, 3, yay. Okay, take your weights, get rid of them. Okay, it is time to stretch. All right, what would we do without Zoom? Okay, I love seeing people in person, but boy, Zoom has changed it. I'm seeing you in person without a mask, which is nice. If you have a strap, I'd like you to grab it. So I have to go over this every time, and I don't mind because it's really important. The strap is an extension of our arms, okay? It's like when Dr. Chin taught me to use chopsticks. He said, Claire, when you eat with chopsticks, they're really extensions of your fingers. And that, like now, I can pick up little peas and things with my chopsticks. Okay. So when I put the strap down around my feet, what it allows me to do or not to do is this. Look at my upper back. Right? I don't want to, I'm like over exaggerating. Why don't I want to do that? Because I do that all day, sitting at the computer, you know, washing dishes at the sink, you know, cutting up vegetables at the counter, whatever. I want to sit up tall and I want to feel my belly engage. I want my belly to help me because I want to pull forward. Okay, and now I may find that my arms bend a little bit. If you want to extend your arms, go ahead, but then don't let that back do this. Get those shoulder blades touching. So if you're bending from the waist, your belly is pulled in, you're going to feel your hamstrings. I'm going to take one foot out of the strap and just bend it off to the side. And then I'm going to go down. Why do I focus on one leg? Because most of us are stronger on one side than the other. So we need to balance out. A lot of times weakness comes from very tight muscles. A tight muscle is in fact a weak muscle, okay? Tightness is weakness, okay? Tightness is also, start noticing things, be proactive about, getting older. It's like, oh, I got to get one of those long clippy things so that I can pick my socks up off the ground. No, use getting that sock off the ground as an exercise to bend over. So you go forward. Okay, now switch legs. Now you're going to feel the hamstring, particularly with your foot in the strap, it's going to flex your foot back a little bit. So you're going to feel the calf muscle, right? The calf, that calf muscle that can wake you up if you're dehydrated. Your omegas really help too to grease internally. And so, if you're a cramper, make sure you're thinking about all those things, right? Okay, so now I want to do the same thing, but I want to lie on my back. So I'm going to lie on my back, bring the legs up. Now I can, with my legs straight, I can actually rest my elbows on the ground with my finger at the end of my strap. I'm going to use the strap. I'm going to pretend it's my ceiling, and I'm going to, you'll see my knees there in the picture. I'm going to push my legs straight into the strap, and I'm going to push that strap to the ceiling. And I'm going to take a nice deep breath, and then I'm going to take my left leg out, and I'm going to place it on the ground, and I'm going to consciously think about what my left leg is doing by where is the whole back of my leg? Can I press the knee down straight and feel the whole back of my left leg against the ground? Or is my left leg kind of bent up and I don't really know where it is in space? Press it down, and by pressing it down and then looking at your right leg and making sure that's straight, you're going to feel a stretch. And then you can pulse, that right leg. I reach my hands over my head and I just pulse that right leg back over my head, being aware of what my left leg is doing. It might want to pop off the ground, but if I press it down, it's going to help me get a nice stretch, not only through the leg, I might feel it through the groin, I might feel it through my hips, my calf, even the bottom of my foot, okay? Now I'm gonna hold on to the strap, so it's my right leg that's up there. I'm gonna hold it with the right hand, take my left hand, let it lie flat. Check my left leg and make sure the left is flat, and then open that right leg all the way out to the right side. Now, what's going to happen is your left hip's going to want to pop up. Try and press it down. Try and consciously tuck your chin. Try and feel that half of your back hasn't lifted off the ground. Okay? That your head is tipped and the back of your head is on the ground. Your left leg is on the ground. So you're kind of Velcroed to the floor, and you have that left leg, and give it a little pulse out to the right. I mean, you have the right leg. You're going to pulse it to the right. You're going to feel the inner leg. Remember what I told you. Inner thigh has everything to do with tightness in the back, because those inner thigh muscles start at the knee. They attach to the pelvic floor. If they're tight and pulling down, the residual pain will be belt line. Okay? Take that leg up. You're going to then extend your left arm fully and just grab the strap wherever you can comfortably. The left leg not only remains flat on the ground, but you now drop the left baby toe down to the ground. So the left leg drops on its side, and you're going to bring that right leg all the way to the left, but you're going to take your eyeballs and you're going to turn your head and look up at the ceiling. You're going to take a nice deep breath. Now, those of you that know how to depress the hip, go ahead and put your hand on the top of your hip and try and get your hip to move up and down, up and down. Now, if there's any exercise that I miss seeing people in person and helping you get the concept, this is that exercise. The hip joint, people don't realize, they know it rolls forward, but they don't realize that it can also come up and down. And so that's the movement I want you to get. And a lot of us get really tight in that area as we get older. Okay. And then bring it up. All right. Now let's bring the other leg up. All right. We're going to take the right leg and we're going to do exactly what the left leg just did. So you're going to pin that right leg down to the ground. Notice, people, the difference between your right and left legs, and you want to try and get them. Part of what stretching does is you want to even things out. Part of what strengthening does, you want to make sure one side is as strong as the other, because if there's a big discrepancy, your muscles are strong enough to yank your bones out of alignment. Understand that, okay? Your muscles, not only do they need to be strong to carry you through your life, but they are strong enough and they can get tight enough to pull you out of alignment, okay? Bones just don't go out of alignment on themselves. It's those muscles that yank them out, okay? So then you take your left hand fully lengthened on the strap and you put it on you open that left leg out, you're tucking the chin, you're looking at the ceiling. I'm aware of my right leg is down straight, and I'm trying to glue myself down to the ground like a big star. I want to be aware of where my back, I'm tucking my chin. I know where the back of my head, my neck are. I'm extending fully with my right leg, and I'm even reaching far with my left. Take a nice deep cleansing breath. Bring that leg up. Give it to your right hand. Think about your right leg for a minute. Drop the baby toe to the side and bring that left leg all the way to the right. Pinning your eyeballs to the ceiling, tucking your chin. Your left hip is definitely off the ground. Those of you that know how to displace your hip, you want to put the hand there and press down and up. You basically are putting the hand on the top of the hip joint and you're trying to get movement up and down. And when you learn this, you're like, oh my God, I didn't know that. So many times I've corrected people in class and shown them how to do this. And they're like, oh my God, I didn't know that did that. And down. It's like opening up this little area between your rib cage and your hip. Strong muscles there, quadratus lumborum. Okay, and then bring that leg back. Take it out of the strap. Okay, I want you to lie flat. I want you to wiggle your legs. I want you to wiggle your tush, your back. Let your arms go. I want you to reach your hands way over your head and extend from your feet all the way through your fingertips. Pull your belly in, extend, tuck your chin a little bit, get that spine. Feel your spine long and tall. And then I want you to pull the knees in and tuck into a little round ball. And then extend one more time, taking nice deep full breaths, extend. Release, turn to the side, roll yourself up, grab your water. Okay. I need to chug a little bit on mine. So before you head off to your next activity, 2 things I want you to do today. I want you to finish your water and refill it. And then whatever your next activity, if you're going into the shower, you're going like me, I'm going into another Zoom meeting. I have another opportunity to get another one of these into me today. Okay. Now I have told you lemon water, but also lime is another really great way to alkaline the body. And so if you've had enough of lemon, try a little lime. It's really refreshing and nice. Great to see everybody again. You guys are the best. You know, the core group here. Can't wait to see you all back in the gym. I don't know when that'll be. They haven't told me, but we're doing a pretty darn good job this way. So let's keep up the work, and we will be able to say that we're the COVID group that did not add 20. So
Okay.
have a great day. Have a great week, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Judy.
Bye, Mel. See you.
See you soon. See you next week.